Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Carytown Concert House. How many of you are joining us here at the house for the first time? Any first timers? Awesome. Well, welcome, first timers. And the rest of you all, it's so great to see you back here at the house as well. We're just, we're so happy to be seeing people in person, inside the house. We spent about a year and a half of this pandemic live streaming online, pivoting and pivoting and pivoting and pivoting, and I never want to hear that word ever again. So we're so thankful to be here, and really, this is our 37th year here at Carytown Concert House, and yeah, and wow is right, definitely. And really, I can say that in some ways, it's a miracle that we're still standing here after everything that's happened. And that really wouldn't have been possible without the generous support of organizations like the National Endowment of the Arts and Michigan Council of Arts and Cultural Affairs. But really, most importantly, we really couldn't do this without all of you that are here today and all of our supporters here at Carytown Concert House who contribute and, continue to keep alive and keep thriving Carytown Concert House, which is Ann Arbor's only real, listening room of 37 years where it's all about the music here. It's all about, you don't hear the glasses clinking, and it's just, you're really here to hear some incredible musicians. And that's what you're going to hear tonight. You are all in for such a treat. This is such a remarkable cast of characters, incredible musicians, local legends, and this concert tonight, I do want to mention, is sponsored by one of our incredible board members, Greg Bellino, and his wife Deb, and DG Reimagined. They sponsor all of our Kaleidoscope series concerts, which are kind of like crossover events. Like tonight, you're going to see an Italian art song crossover with jazz music, and so we like to do some fun things like that here at Carytown, spice it up a little bit, cross over some genres, which is a lot of fun. I'd like to also make another shout out. You might have seen when you walked in some of these iPhones hanging up on the walls, some of these cameras. If everybody, do you want to wave to our iPhones here? Wave to all our virtual friends in cyberspace. We're proud to offer every concert we do for free on our live stream, on our website. On YouTube, we really believe in accessibility and making music accessible to everybody, regardless of whether you can be here in person or not. We do really appreciate if you are tuning in at home. We appreciate a contribution in lieu of a ticket purchase. It keeps us being able to provide that programming for free. So thank you so much for those of you that are watching at home. Without further ado, I'll get off the stage. I'm really thrilled to be having this incredible band here. Like I said, local legends, incredible musicians, so versatile in so many different genres, and I look up to each of these folks so much, and you're in for such a treat tonight. Please give it up for Frank Pitts and the Unmeasured Quartet.
Well, good evening. Thank you for being here tonight. We are thrilled to be able to present this music for you. Just want to give you a little idea of where this kind of came from. So last summer, I was traveling home from teaching over in Europe. And on the flight, it was a long flight, and I was listening to one of my favorite artists. And so she did an album a few years ago, and on this album, she had an Italian art song, and she did a jazz arrangement of it, and I just was like, holy cow, this is amazing. And I said, I want to do this, and I had a concert that I was going to be doing in November. So when I got off the plane, I called Brian, and I was like, hey, I got an idea. I want to do this. And he was like, okay. Sure, let's do that. And So in November, we got to present this music. And so what I've done is taken songs that, as a voice teacher, I use all of the time to teach my students how to sing in Italian, And whether they're high school, singing for solo and ensemble festivals, or college students who are coming in and learning this music for the first time and presenting it over and over and over and over again on student-run recitals, not always in the most artistic fashion, but they're giving it their all. And I thought, it would be kind of cool to try to present these in a way they might have been intended, but also that the idea in Baroque music in particular is, you sing through the piece and then you go back around and do the A section again and you ornament, right? Well, what is that? It's improvisation. So, the roots of jazz can be found in Baroque music. At least I'm making that stretch. You don't have to come with me if you don't want to, but I'm going to do it. And so I just thought it would be kind of cool to mash these genres together. And so that's what we're going to do for you tonight. So I will present each piece in the Baroque style, and then you'll hear the jazz version. And that way you kind of hear how much of a genius this guy is, really. That's what it, yeah. So, yeah, yeah. So the first piece we're going to do for you is Già il sole dal Gange by Alessandro Scarlatti.
C'è il sole dal Gange, c'è il sole dal Gange, più chiaro sfavilla, più chiaro, più chiaro, più chiaro, più chiaro sfavilla. E per ogni stilla dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange, dell'alba che piange. C'è il sole dal Gange, c'è il sole dal Gange, più chiaro sfavilla, più chiaro, più chiaro, più chiaro, più chiaro sfavilla. Coraggio dorato, inge mogli stelo, inge mogli stelo, inge mogli stelo. E gli astri del cielo mi dipinge nel prato, dipinge nel prato, dipinge nel prato, dipinge nel prato. Coraggio dorato, inge mogli
So a lot of these songs, they're either about love, or they're about dying, or they're about dying for love. And we're gonna die a few times tonight, maybe. I don't know. Hope not. But this next piece, Amarilli mia bella. Amarilli is a woman's name, and she is the love of this man's life. And unfortunately, she doesn't want to have a lot to do with him. So he's telling her, how can you doubt my love? How do you not know how much I love you? If you ripped open my chest, your name would be written on my heart. I know, right? When's the last time somebody said that to you, ladies?
Scritto in core e se ti porta sale, dubitar non ti vale. Aprir mio petto e vedr scritto in cuore amarmi, amarmi, amarmi e il mio ed si morta sale, dubita non ti vale, aprir mio petto e veda scritto in cuore amarili, amarili.
Well, this next, I'm gonna do this, I forgot. This next little aria is probably the oldest one in the list. And it was by Claudio Monteverdi. And it's short and sweet. Basically, he says, if you're not gonna love me, then just let me die. That's it. Hello.
Lasciatemi morire, lasciatemi morire, e che volete che mi conforte in così dura sorte, in così gran martire. Lasciatemi morire, così gran dura sorte, in così gran martire. Lasciatemi morire. conforte in così grandura sorte, in così gran martire lasciatemi morire.
Thank you, everybody. So we're going to give Frank a little breather, and we're going to do an instrumental tune. And for this, we are borrowing from the last time that we did Baroque music meets jazz. And believe it or not, these two projects didn't go together. I wrote a piece called Suite in F that combines French Baroque with jazz some years back. And we're going to take a little snippet of that, just a part of the third movement. This is called Courante. So what you've been hearing tonight in the jazz versions is taking the musical elements, if you will, the melody and the harmony, and taking those and rearranging them in the jazz idiom. So for this project, the Suite in F and Courante. Courante is a dance, an old Baroque dance. And here I took the rhythm of Francois Couperin's piece, and I took his exact meter, because in a Courante, it's not like an old waltz where you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The meter intentionally is kind of amorphous over the bar line and it changes. So you're not really sure where the downbeat is. So I took what he did and kind of etched it in to make it an actual mixed meter and did a funk tune with it. So we're going to play. We can't bring you the strings and everything in the bridge of this tune, but we can just kind of have a little fun jam on the A section of Courante. So I hope you enjoy. One more, the title of the quartet is the Unmeasured Quartet. Just really quickly, the first movement in the Suite in F was an unmeasured prelude, which is a very unusual form of music. If you imagine dots and lines on the page with no bar lines, a free floating piece of music. Really unusual, really beautiful from the Baroque period. That was the unmeasured prelude, so we are the Unmeasured Quartet. Sorry, one more thing. Joe reminded me that, back in the day, it was really hard to have unmeasured music because there are lots of rulers.
I didn't tell him that.
Funky Courant. Mr. Frank Pitts.
Come raggio di sol mite sereno, come raggio di sol mite sereno, sovra placidi fluti si riposa, mentre del mare nel profondo seno sta la tempesta ascosa, così riso talor cae pacato di contento, di gioia un labbro infiora, mentre nel suo segreto il cor piagato s'angoscia e si martora. Come raggio di sol mite sereno, come raggio di sol mite sereno, salvaci fluti si riposa, mentre del mare nel profondo seno sta la tempesta ascosa. che fiero costume da ligero nume, che forza di pene si faccia adorar, si faccia adorar, che forza di pene si faccia adorar. E per nell'ardore il dio traditore con vago sembiante mi fedo latrar, un vago sembiante mi fedo latrar, che fiero costume da ligero nume, che a forza di pene si faccia adorar, si faccia adorar, che a forza di pene si faccia adorar. Che crudo destino che un cieco bambino con bocca di latte si faccia stimar, si faccia stimar, con bocca di latte si faccia stimar. Ma questo tirano con barbaro inganno, entrando per gli occhi mi fe sospirar, entrando per gli occhi mi fe sospirar. Che crudo destino che un cieco bambino con bocca di latte si faccia stimar, si faccia stimar, con bocca di latte si faccia stimar. Hey Joe, you know this month, February, it's a month for love, right? And I know that there's some folks here tonight and they've got their sweethearts with them. And there might be some people here who left their sweethearts at home. There might be some people here like me who don't have a sweetheart right now. We've been there, we done that. But you know, sometimes that little naked boy running around with the arrows, he tries to like shoot your buttons, you know? Tries to get you to fall in love with somebody. I mean, this kid hasn't even gotten off mother's milk yet, and he's trying to tell me what to do with my life. Well, I'm done with that. So I tell you what, che fiero costume da ligero nume, che forza di pene si faccia adorar, si faccia adorar, che forza di pene si faccia adorar. Il dio traditore un vago sembiante mi vedo lattar. Che fiero costume da ligero nume, che forza di pene si faccia adorar, si faccia adorar, che a forza di pene si faccia adorar. It has been a complete pleasure to be with you all tonight. And for those of you joining us online, we hope you've enjoyed the music that we brought you tonight, this combination of Baroque and jazz. And I just want to take an opportunity to invite or introduce the band to you. So on saxophone, Mr. Joe Wright. Back there on the bass, Mr. Kurt Run. And over here playing the drums for us is Mr. Pete Sears. My friend on the piano, our arranger, and my esteemed colleague, Mr. Brian de Blasio. My name is Frank Pitts, and this is the Unmeasured Quartet. destino che un cieco bambino con bocca di latte si faccia stimar, si faccia stimar. Con bocca di latte si faccia stimar. Con barbaro angano entrando per gli occhi mi fe sospirar. Entrando per gli occhi mi fe sospirar. Che crudo destino che un cieco bambino con bocca di latte si faccia stimar, si faccia stimar. Con bocca di latte si faccia stimar. Faccia stimar.
Thank you. So we're gonna switch gears here. Thank you very much. We're gonna switch gears here just a little bit, and we're gonna stay in this jazz style. We're gonna be melding some things together. But there's a song that I really love to do to close out programs that I do, and takes me to my roots and my faith. And, the last couple of years have been rough. And many of us have looked to our faith, to our family, and to our friends to be able to make it, to get through, We've had some really cool things that have come out of this, We've got friends watching online all over the world tonight because it's what you do now, right? But this song really just, I think, captures a lot of, for me, the strength that I gain from my faith and from my hope and promises that I have. So I want to share this with you. Precious Lord, you're the one that I build my life on. Lord, you are my rock, you are my hope. Lord, you are my soul. You pick me up and make me strong when my way, when it was so wrong. So here's my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. When my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. And when my life is all almost gone,
Frank Pitts, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Pitts. Joe Wright, tenor saxophone. Pete Sears on the drums. Mr. Kurt Cronky on the bass. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you.